cooking for one again today. So let's get this party started. Our dinner for one on this night is going to be a mini meatloaf with half of that ground beef. The other half is going in our other recipe, but we're going to do a mini meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and black-eyed peas. We'll be using half of that can. And cornbread. Today we're going to be making some cornbread. This is going to go for 2 dinners. So I'm using a small 6-inch cast iron skillet. These are our ingredients. Come along and I'll show you how it's going to be done. First thing we're going to do is take our cast iron skillet. Whenever you make cornbread, you want to make sure that you have plenty of oil in the pan and that it is very hot. So we're going to take some oil and put it in our pan. You want a generous amount because you want this oil to be very, very hot when you put your mixture in. So you're going to coat the bottom of your pan with your oil. You're going to turn your oven on to 450 degrees and you're going to pop this iron skillet with your oil into your oven while it's preheating to let it get very hot. While we're waiting on our iron skillet to preheat, we're going to go ahead and get our cornbread mix started. We're going to start with 3/4 of a cup of cornmeal. To that, we're going to add just a spoon, just a heaping spoon of flour. Next, we're going to add some milk. You can use buttermilk. I love to add buttermilk, but I don't have any. And I have this milk, so we'll just use regular milk. You can do either one. No measurements on this because I just know the consistency when I get there. So this is where we'll go ahead and we'll add our egg in. Get that mixed in. We're also going to add just a little bit of oil. This is olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, but just a little bit into that mix. And that is too thick, so we're going to add a little bit more milk. I just add as I go until I get it like I like it. A little bit more. That's about what I'm looking for. So as soon as our pan gets hot, we'll pour this in and get it popped in the oven. I think our iron skillet is hot enough. I think the oil is hot enough in it. We're going to find out. Take our cornbread mix and pour it in, and we're going to listen for the sizzle. This is what it should look like. We're going to get it popped in the oven for somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. We're going to use half a can of black-eyed peas for our dinner tonight. We'll get those put in the pot and on the stove. Okay, I've turned our black-eyed peas on about a medium heat. We're going to get those started. Really, you're just heating those. But I do like to soup mine up a little bit, so I'm going to add a little bit of bacon grease for some flavor. Just a little teaspoon. And I'm going to add some black pepper. We love our black pepper around here. Alright, let's get those heated up. I'm going to be making a meatloaf for one, so I'm going to do mine in just a small ramekin. I am going to spray it down with some olive oil spray, just so that it don't stick and I have a horrible mess. Okay, let's get started on our meatloaf for one. I'm going to start with a 1/4 pound of ground beef. I'm not going to use egg in this because it's a mini meatloaf, so I don't need an entire egg. So I am going to use instead just a little spoon of mayo. Just a little bit, just a little dab will do you. That should be plenty. To this mixture, we're going to put some salt. Pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a little ranch, and some Worcestershire sauce. Let's get this all combined. I am going to put in just a little bit of oatmeal. Not a lot. Just a little bit. We'll see if that's enough. We'll take our mixture. We're going to get it formed in the bottom of our ramekin. We'll pop that in a 425 degree oven until it's done. Alright, let's get our mashed taters made. We've got our tater that we had boiling. They're soft, so I've drained them. You're going to drain your potato. I always like to add just a little bit of butter in. And I use beaters. You can use a tater masher if you want to, but I prefer beaters because it gets them really smooth and creamy and it doesn't have any lumps, and that's how we like our taters. Okay, I'm going in with a splash of milk. Doesn't take a lot and I don't measure, so just pour just a little bit in. We'll beat those again and see what our consistency is. So this is our pone of cornbread for one, our 6-inch cornbread. Right now we're just going to set that to the side until the rest of our dinner is ready. And here we go. Here is our dinner for one. We've got our mini meatloaf, our black-eyed peas, our mashed potatoes, and our cornbread. That is a meal fit for a queen. And if you think you are not important enough to cook just for yourself, think again, because you are important. And it's important for you to take care of yourself just as well as you take care of everybody else. This is going to be our second dinner for one. And we're going to be using the leftover rotel from the previous video, the leftover consommate from the previous video. We're going to use the other half of our can of black-eyed peas. We're going to use a medium potato. We're going to cut that up into it. We're going to use a 1/4 pound of brown hamburger, and we're going to use some of these mixed veggies in it. We're not going to use the whole thing, but we're making a pot of veggie beef soup, and it's going to be delicious. Let me show you how. Okay, let's get our soup started. And we'll start with our rotelles that we had left over. We're going to dump those in our pot. Clean my little mess up. Next, we're going to add the other half of our can of black-eyed peas. Just dump those in your pot. Okay. Next up, we're going to add a little bit of beef bouillon. Beef flavor bouillon. This is the powder. Go in with a spoon of that. And we're going to put our consomme in. Just throw that in. We're going to add a cup of water. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. We're going to add some onion powder, some black pepper. And we're going to add in some of our frozen mixed veggies. We're not going to use the whole pack though. This is a mix of corn, peas, carrots, and green beans. But you can throw in whatever you want to throw in. That's a cup. And that's going to be plenty. Next up, we'll get our potato cut and we'll get it added in. Okay, I have my potato peeled and sliced up. We may need to add a little more water. We'll see. I like my soup thick though, so we're going to leave that alone for now. And I am going to add some salt because of the potato I just put in. But it's all seasoned up, ready to go. We're going to bring that to a boil and then we'll put a lid on it and let it simmer. Our veggie beef soup is boiling. It's looking pretty good. You want to cook it at least until your potatoes are tender, but I'm going to let it boil for probably, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes. And then I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to put a lid on that. But I'll turn it down and let it simmer for a few hours, and then that'll be tomorrow night's dinner. Here's our veggie beef soup and our cornbread for our dinner for one. That looks so good. So that's how you cook veggie beef soup for one without wasting any food. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you'll come back for the next one. Please like the video, share it, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye y'all.